Hello, coming at you here to show you how to get this fun Grinch look. It is the Christmas holiday season, and I figured it'd be fun to show you a little tutorial on creating sexy Grinch, not just Grinch. So, if you're not familiar with me, this is actually, I wouldn't say the first video, but the second video of my beauty-themed makeup videos. I started this YouTube channel more for my blog where I talked about parenting disabilities. And so if you're into that, I actually have a separate page called Share's Blog on Instagram and on Facebook and Pinterest as well that you can check out that is focused on those themes. But I have evolved a lot into the beauty and makeup side. So I have an Instagram page called Share's Beauty, and a TikTok as well, and Facebook. So I will link all of those links for you down in my bio so you can find me. But this is actually, I want to really get started on doing beauty videos on here. And I did have one, but it really sucked. So I hid it. So this is technically my second video, even though it might be the first video you see. So anyway, today we are going to go through how I got this cute little Grinch look and just kind of do some tutorials for you. And just trying to brainstorm what kinds of fun themes I might want to have here, but it was the holiday season and I just thought how fun. I was already creating this look, so I thought I would just do a tutorial for you. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'll tell you is I am the kind of person who it's hard for me when working with any kind of art, including makeup art, to just come up with a blank idea in my head. I'm very much a draw inspiration from others kind of gal. So the way that I tend to do my makeup looks when I'm going with like a creative look is I tend to piece together elements that I like and little ideas from other people's work and kind of put them together into what is customized for me. And so for this look, I'm going with the following. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to try to credit it. They came from Pinterest. So anyway, here's the first one. And what I like about this one is the eyebrows. So I'm going to try to do that look with the eyebrows. And, you know, the eyes, the sparkles on the nose and mouth. And then on the next one, I just really like, she kind of has that sexy Grinch look. So I'm just kind of like hoping I can pull off that same vibe with the eyes maybe. And then the other one that I really like is just this eye. I want to just really pull off the details on the eye like that. So with that green, I just feel like it looks super Grinchy. So here we go. Okay, so starting off with the brows. My normal brow look is kind of a softer brown color. I needed something dark. So we're going to go with this. Had this on hand, Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and it's in deep brown, I think. Yeah. Normally it's just too dark for me, what I normally wear, but we want a dark brow color. I'm going to start off just kind of doing my normal brows. And excuse the noise in the background. That is my son and his video. So we're going to start off with just a normal look. This is a pomade. Just gonna prime my eyes. I'm gonna do it with Tarte. I'm not usually one for doing Tarte as my prime. I usually do some kind of concealer, but I just grabbed it and we're just gonna go ahead and do this. It's hard to do it when I have such crazy brows all over the place, but this is part of my normal routine before I ever put down any kind of eyeshadow. Because I have very, very oily eyes. And that shadow, especially any glitter or anything I'm trying to pack on, will be gone in 2 seconds if I don't do this. And then I throw a translucent powder on top. So this was just some Tarte Shape Tape, as well as under the eyes, which I normally kind of wait until after. Sorry, I can't talk and do it at the same time, but like I usually wait until after I'm done with like the eye liner and mascara and all that jazz. But I already had it out, so I just went ahead and did it. All right, we're gonna throw on a little dab of powder. I do just a touch to kind of set it in place. This is Mary Kay translucent powder. So I'm gonna hit it in, and that just kind of keeps everything from coming off. I just do a dab under here. Alrighty, now we're gonna start on our shadow, our Grinchy shadow. Are you ready? Okay, I don't have a lot of green shadows, but this is one of my favorite palettes for doing like artistic looks with, because it just has like every color in it, bright colors and all. It's the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. So there's a few greens in there that we're gonna go with, but we also need kind of a darker one for the outer corner. So I'm gonna go with Profusion. This is, I love Profusion. You can get this at like all the drugstores and Walmart. They are so cheap and they just have so many colors in them. So anyway, we're probably gonna go with like this deep dark. I think it's called Thrash. So we're gonna go with that green as well. So I've already laid them out on my hands just to kind of get an idea of what the colors are gonna look like. And these I think are the ones we're going with. We're gonna have a teeny tiny bit of yellow in the corners, because that was what that one inspiration picture looked like. And then this is our kind of darker outer corners, and these are sort of the middle and the transition. So these were all from the BH palette, and then this one is from the Profusion palette. Okay guys, for my transition, I'm just gonna go straight to this sort of middle green color, and this is gonna be probably the majority of color on there. We want that Grinchy green, right? We're gonna go with the windshield wiper method. Kind of just the arch over your eyes as a transition. It might be a little too light for the transition, to be honest with you, but we're gonna just give it a try. And I do swiping motions to fill in all the wrinkles and all the little holes. I'm 42, so there are a lot of wrinkles and creases that I have to straighten out. So here we go. Other side. Archway, windshield wipers. I'm looking like the Grinch already, aren't I? My kid is gonna freak out. He loves the Grinch. How many of you guys watch it like over and over and over again at your house like we do? We really do. Okay, and I forgot to tell you about my brushes. Just a good fluffy brush. This one actually came with the Profusion kit, and these things are like really decent. I really like them. So a good fluffy brush like this for the transition. And then now I'm just gonna go ahead and start working on the darker color in the outer V, and I'm gonna really bring it up. That's gonna be the part that's deep that I want the most. It's gonna be very contrasting. So we're going with that Thrash color from the Profusion kit, and this time it's kind of, I have this angled brush. This is an old Mary Kay brush. I like to use this a lot for applying my outer V corner. It's just nice and like thin, easy to work with. See how I'm doing that outer V? So we're coming back over on the outside. I'm gonna bring it up a lot further than I usually do because I really want that dramatic Grinch. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna have to get the hang of talking while I do makeup. I'm not sure I'm great at teaching, so we're gonna practice this on YouTube. This is gonna be, hopefully I'm gonna get better and better at it. All right, what you think? Now we're gonna come back in with Sigma E30 pencil. This just gets in those corners really well. Oops, I grabbed the wrong yellow. We're gonna do this yellow. Here, I'll show you what yellow we're doing. Grabbing that one right there so that we can just do a little pop in the corner right here in the inner lid. What do you think? Maybe a little dab under too. I may have to throw some Fix Plus on to get that to really show up. You can hear my kid again, sorry. Okay, so what I am super bummed about is I don't have any green glitter. I have like 3 different glitter palettes and no green in them. So I'm just gonna have to make do. I was kind of hoping to do glitter, but I'm just gonna have to kind of do the colors instead, I think. And we'll see how it turns out. So I'm gonna move on to the nose. I'm going back to just doing my little brow. I never use this because it's too dark anyway. So I'm gonna use it for color. And I'm gonna draw a nose around the nostrils. There we go. I might color them in a little bit more just to give more dark colors. So it's not just like so green, gives some shadow effect. I'm gonna try to take that darkest color, as dark a color as I can. I may have to mix some other, maybe like a little bit of a black with it to make it good and dark. But I'm just gonna put this on the inside now. At least it looks kind of shimmery. So even though it's not glitter, it still has a little sparkle to it. I look ridiculous. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things to do. Instead of, I have not done like contour and highlight and all of that stuff, so I'm not gonna paint my whole face green. Instead, I'm gonna kind of contour with this green color. So I need to find a good brush that's gonna make it work just right to have that chiseled green look. So give me a minute here. Okay, this is not normally what I use for a contour brush at all, but I want something good and flat so I can kind of work with it since it's green and not my normal like contouring colors. And I'm gonna still take that green color and use it for contour. So we're just gonna kind of come right in here under the jawbone. And I am going to fan this out and like blend it out, so don't worry, don't panic. I know it looks ridiculous right now. Okay, now we're gonna blend. I know I look silly. So what I did was I just came in and did all of my normal spots I would do for contouring, but I did it with green. Okay, I'm just gonna do one of these old contour blushes, just kind of do circular motions to kind of like blend it out. So it's not just a harsh line, but it's giving me that shadowing effect that I want. Very good. It started to go with like a red color. I feel like it was a little too red. I feel like this needs like a wine color. This is so cheap. It's Wet n Wild Dark Wine. So we're going to try this one instead. Maybe it's because of the shirt I'm wearing. Alrighty. I should have worn green. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on lips. Okay, I'm going to do something kind of crazy. And I'm just going to come in and kind of line the lips a little bit with that brow color. And I know I should have done that beforehand. Sometimes I get there and I'm like, it needs this, it needs that. Okay, maybe go back over with a touch of red again because that's too much, right? Okay, we're just gonna pop on some eyeliner and some falsies because sexy Grinch needs some sexy falsies. And then I'm gonna grab a Santa hat and we'll be done. Forgot I had this. This is actually gonna be perfect for some sparkle. There we go. Let me just test it on my hand first. That was it right there. This is the Revlon Eye Art. Let me just try a dab on the nose. Yes. Maybe a little dab. I don't know. Where do y'all think I should put it? I don't want to mess up what I've already got. Maybe a little dab right here in the crease. I'm actually going to use this for eyeliner. Give it a little bit of green under the eyes now too. And we're just going to clean up these little pockets here where they don't go together. Or I'll fill it in to connect it. I would normally do that with a brush that's small for eyeliner, but it kind of worked. Go with a liquid liner. Again, all of this is very affordable, like drugstore products. Makes it easy for you. And we're gonna give it a lift because the Grinch has to have some curls, right? Okay, and then the last thing are these lashes that I got from Amazon. It has a whole pack of them. I use them for like everything, all different sizes. They're like coming out. So I'm just gonna grab me some out of here and we'll...